Ooh, it's episode 10.
I know.
Holy shit.
I'm Aidan.
I'm Sam.
And welcome to
Rose Roast.
Episode 10.
Episode 10.
The women tell all.
The women, and boy do they ever.
But do they?
Not really.
Alright, so episode 10, and let's jump into our top 5 moments.
Let's.
With that, moment number 5.
Yeah.
Which is Jubilee.
Versus the world. So she comes out on stage, puts on her 17 layers of lipstick right in the crevices.
All over.
And she begins to tell all. She gets called out by Chamay and Amber for saying that she is like the blackest one there, which is like...
Yeah.
True?
I mean, identify however
what is
you
blacker?
want.
What is blackest? We don't know, and we are not ones to say. She did say that, and the girls got pissed at her.
Truth.
Right, she was speaking her dang truth like she always does. But what my takeaway was that she is a war veteran.
Right.
And is still serving and is doing like a noble deed.
However,
but that was
really
very brushed past. Like,
yeah.
They were like, okay, so you're black. Let's discuss that for 45. And at the very end, they were like, oh, and you do probably the most honorable job amongst all these women.
Yeah.
So, bye! And if she was white, that would just be like,
Front
they'd
and
stand
center.
up and salute her.
Most of the white girls at that point were like, can't speak on this, I'll just keep it shushed. But
Yeah.
Shoshana went the opposite route and was like, actually, I have something to say about this. But it was clear that she's like fishing for a Bachelor in Paradise invite, and Chris Harrison was like, get over it, it's not happening. No one likes you, no one cares.
I think that she would be on it, probably.
You think?
Those curls.
Moment number 4 was Lace and just the peaks and valleys that she brought.
Sure. This is below the belt, but I did notice that she doesn't have the best teeth amongst all the women. Braces are a high socioeconomic status thing. Not everyone gets them.
But a white strip's not that pricey.
Wheel of eyes.
However, we digress. Lace gets called onto the stage. They're like, so last we heard you walked away from the show because you needed to go find yourself. Did you? And would you like to join Bachelor in Paradise? And she was like, maybe, and yes.
Big shocker there. One of the big personalities takes the plunge and goes to the lowest form of reality TV.
No one appreciates your sarcasm, young lady.
Sam?
Yeah.
Fair enough. It's amazing. It's great. But to roll past, go on Bachelor in Paradise, that seems like the perfect path for you. And we as viewers agree. So we're happy to see her on the big screen once again come summer.
Yeah. And that's the end of that. The moment number 3 was Sheila the chicken.
Yeah, I am floored that you remember the name. Alright, we have to address that fact that there was a chicken in the background, and like, they just, I feel like no one even knew who Chicken Lady was. They just brought her on just so they could have like a bit sprinkled throughout the 2 hours. We get it, there's a bird there.
I honestly can say that I don't remember who that girl is. I do remember her liking chickens. I think her job description was chicken enthusiast.
Well,
however,
they don't show her face. It's just the chicken. Like, the chicken is in every like corner,
Sheila the chicken, yeah.
corner. Every shot has that chicken in it. I don't think it's funny. I think it's weird. It was just like a weird thing to have as like a motif throughout the episode.
Our second moment of the week was Olivia rejoining the cast for one night and one night only.
I thought her smoky eye was not great, but that's not the point of this conversation.
Her hair looked sleek and shiny. She looked healthy.
Yes.
She's been getting a glass of Chardonnay every night before bed.
I think she's been attacked on the Twitter sphere. I think she's been attacked on the Instagram, on the
Tumblr, Reddit.
Sure.
Like, whatever it's gotta be.
YouTube. Perhaps Rose Roast may have put a couple burns on her. I don't know.
And I felt for her speech when she gave it, and she was tearing up. But who didn't feel for her was the audience. They were like, I'm your river, Olivia.
They didn't.
Deliver the news again, Olivia. She got roasted. Every single woman there thought about what they would say to Olivia on her deathbed and came with that material.
Ruthless. Olivia was like the bad person of this season for sure.
Right.
She was hated by all. But just like the attack, we all felt bad for her.
Yeah.
Like, it was too aggressive. I hate that their one critique was like, you just like didn't want to be our friends and like thought that you were better than us. Like, who the fuck cares?
Yeah. She's here to get a husband, not be Emily and Haley's friend. And so our top moment of the night was when Ben was revealed and he came out to give his 2 cents on the situation.
When he came out, it was like, all's good in the hood.
Yeah. And like, even Chris Harrison kind of pointed to that, and he was like, oh Ben, like you played a good season, like you came off pretty scotch-free, and like, was he the most compelling Bachelor ever? No.
No.
But maybe that goes to show that he like is good at this and was like, I just need to find a girlfriend.
Everyone loves him in the audience. All the girls were so happy to see him. There was no hostility, no bad blood. And Chris Harrison was like, I think you handled this the best out of any Bachelor ever. To me, we found flaws. Like, there were times that he didn't give girls the consideration to like kick them up prior to a rose ceremony. Like, Becca was silent the whole time, didn't say a fucking word. And like, you know, there
was actually very surprising.
Yeah, there was things she could say.
Great, because he said all the right things. He crossed all his T's and dotted his I's. Like, no one has any hard feelings. And like, sure, there were some shitty moments, but you know what I mean? Like, he handled them well.
Like, the whole thing and why they're having a 3-hour finale is because he is constantly saying I love you to women. Which is...
What are you gonna say?
Fact.
Fact.
It's fact.
Fact.
It's
fact. At the end of the day, like, as Christian as you paint him to be, he's still dating 2 women, leading at least one of them on, like...
He is saying, like, you are it for me to both women at the same time.
Yeah, Ben, you played a good game, didn't ya?
Yeah.
You played a real good game. So that was episode 10. We have 1 more to go. Thanks for sticking with us, or if you're new, check out our old episodes. You can also like us on Facebook, or if you would like to follow along as we live tweet the show, you can follow me at Aidan O'Loughlin.
And follow myself at Sam Shier.
Or you can follow the channel at Rose Roast. And subscribe. Subscribe. Subscribe.
I can usually hit a way better note, but this will just have to do.
I loved it.